Alright, this is Paul Slauson, one of the doctoral students at Concordia University, St. Paul, doing the KHS 7020 Exercise and Behavioral Change class. This week is week 7, and we're reviewing the mental health goals that we had. So I'm with my client, and before we get started, do I have consent to record you and share with the class in a YouTube video?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what we talked about was writing in your journal every day a positive thing about yourself or a goal that you accomplished for the day. So we were doing that for 2 weeks, last week and this week. And so just going over barriers and obstacles for the behavioral change that we were doing. There weren't really that many this week. It went really well. It went really well because it was kind of incorporated really good into our daily, our daily routine of writing in the journal anyways. So that went really well. I think obstacles wise, that could happen is just staying consistent with it or finding something positive to say. So, or, continuing to identify those things. But I think capitalizing on good days or productive days would be a good thing to do. And I think a barrier that could happen is if you have bad days and you don't really think there was anything that good that came out of it. So I think some things to overcome with that is trying to find the silver lining and trying to work together to find something good that came out of it. So that's something that I could foresee. The behavior change strategy was self-monitoring, of course, writing everything down and being mindful of how you feel to continue to improve mental health. So again, the successes were more than the failures really of achieving that. More of the success of continuing to write everything down and it being easily incorporated in normal kind of day-to-day routines. So I think failures, again, there weren't too many, just staying consistent. But although a daily journal sounds like a little bit of kind of hard to adhere to, we already are doing that. We as in I'm kind of helping and writing in mine as well. So it made it easier to incorporate, which I think is a key to behavior change, both mental, physical, and nutrition. Is if it's easier to integrate, start there, it seems, and build from there. That's kind of what my experience is with my client there and myself. So explain whether this behavior change strategy would be effective for long-term permanent improvements. I think it would be for my specific client. I think for others, if they're not used to writing in a journal every day, then it'll be a little bit harder to adhere to. But that would be specific, and that's the big key, I think, in taking, or what I took from this class was each client is different, each person is different, so the SMART goal has to be specific to each person. So other than that, this has been a good exercise with the mental health behavioral change, and I would like to keep this going after, but yeah, that's how it's going.